So in this image, we've got two pumpkins, and one's kind of a perfect orange, and one's still green, but really it should be orange, right? So we're going to make this orange, but keep the tone and the shadow and everything of this pumpkin. And essentially the way that we do that is by making a new layer. We can grab the brush tool, okay, and if you hold down the Alt or Option key, we can select this orange from here, and then we can paint that orange over the top, which doesn't look that convincing yet. But if we then go to the blend modes and jump to color, then we can quite quickly just tweak that to what we want it to be. And that works for, you know, so if somebody's having like a bad skin day, it happens, you've got blotches on your skin, and that's the day you're on your photo shoot, then you can use this to actually basically fix that, so you can kind of even out the skin tone, okay? And that'll be done for a lot of different kind of magazine shoots and that kind of thing. And actually I used an 80% brush on that, so I'm just going to fix this by brushing over the edge. And then erasing it from the edge. I don't use the eraser much, I tend to use the adjustments, but yeah, so if you've got a pumpkin that's not looking orange in your pictures, then that's how to make it orange. Okay. And I'm sure you could figure it out if you had someone kind of really closely look at it, like the shadows are different here to here, but I think we'd get away with that. Okay, so that's using the color blend mode here, and we can do kind of anything with that. So if we wanted to change the color of other things in an image, we could do that with the kind of color blend mode too. And that's the same way that you would color a black and white photo. So if you wanted to add color to a black and white photo, so for instance, if we had a photo that was black and white, let's just, I don't think I've actually got a black and white photo here. So let's just use this one for example. So if we totally desaturated, do it this way, image, desaturate. If we wanted to color this back as yellow, then we can grab a yellow, grab the brush, and I'm going to use 100% here, and then we can paint over the top of that. Use the color and it will paint over the top of it. Okay. Now it doesn't look as good as the other image with because it still has some of the color behind it when you colorize it, but essentially that's how we can, you know, if you have an old photo that you want to add some color to, then that's how you would do it. If you have an old video that you want to do it to, then that takes a lot longer. So, and if you've ever seen like the recolored like old Hollywood movies where they took the film and they actually, someone would be there painting the color onto the film to, like, I can't think of an old movie that's had it done now, but Wizard of Oz, yeah. So somebody will be painting frame by frame. So what, 24 frames per second for a 2-hour movie, you know, and getting the color right from frame to frame, that's going to be a lot of work. Anyway. Yeah, and that's why the burnout rate in the movie industry is so big, because it stresses most people out. Anyway, you get the idea. We don't need to fix that completely. Yeah, and for images like this, if we wanted to make the yellow boys red, then we could again use something like the hue saturation adjustment here. So hold down the Alt key and then, oops, Alt, which one is it? I forgot my shortcuts. Oh yeah, there we go. Command key or Control key. Then we can change the color of the boys. Okay. You can see it's kind of changed the reflection in the sand as well because it's caught a bit of that colour. And it's caught the ones down the beach too. So if you've got the right photo, or you know which photo to take, then you can kind of plan it so that you can use it. So okay, so that's a little bit of